Okay, Squatch Talks Podcast out at, what is this?
One Lane
Bridge.
You're listening to Squatch Talks Podcast. Real stories and real encounters told by real researchers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hey, welcome back to Squatch Talks Podcast.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty damn good now that the rain's ending.
Yeah.
I said our prayer to the Great Spirit, and it seems to be working. But yeah, we've been out here for a couple of hours, Art and I. Jake showed up about an hour ago, and been kind of waiting out the rain, which we were told wasn't going to happen. But we are persistent, right?
Oh yeah.
Art's got the gear all set up. We're testing some new gear tonight. Got some microphones, some audio in place, because the last time I kind of dropped the ball on that one.
So,
well, we'll see. I said I'm not so sure about the boom mic, but certainly your wireless is working good.
cool. Well, hey, I'll just keep my mic stick aiming towards you,
That's
so
it.
in case I have to overlay anything, right?
Yeah,
We'll figure this out. So, hey, if you've been following along with us, you can tell we've been doing some different things and getting out into the field like we've been promising for quite a while, and actually implementing it finally. So hope you're enjoying this. You know, we actually, while we were waiting for the rain to end, I looked over to my 10 o'clock, I guess you would say, and I saw what I thought was eye shine from a spider. But then it got bigger and it turned red. Right? You saw it.
for a split second, red eye shine.
And apparently Jake said it ran off to the left, but I didn't hear a damn thing. So once again, we see these lights, we see these, things we're not sure about. It's a strange phenomena. But once again, we were back in a spot where we've had some unusual activity.
Unusual, for sure.
And, kind of a spur of a moment kind of decision to get out tonight. It's the night before Thanksgiving, so hopefully you and your loved ones had a wonderful feast together and had a lot to be grateful for. I know I do, and I'm thankful for my friends who are with me tonight. And looking forward to eating a lot of turkey tomorrow.
Seriously, you guys did not hear that?
What did you hear?
Every time I talk. What?
It was almost like a chuffing sound. Now,
Which is like what you heard earlier.
I thought I heard like a stick break kind of to the right, like where you're pointing towards.
Huh.
what I heard didn't sound like a stick, but it might have been. Might be my hearing.
Okay, well, I wasn't listening through my headphones.
Was it double, Jake?
I just heard something to the left. Yeah,
Was it a double, like a double?
it was a double. Yeah.
Oh, you think that was a stick break? Okay.
Well, and that's the thing, a short while ago we were dealing with the rain, so that distorts our hearing, I got a trail camera set up across from us with some bait. Got some organic apples and some leftover steak from tonight. Steak, it's what's for dinner.
And hey, if you're just tuning in, remember to, if you don't mind, share, like, and subscribe. And I want to thank our friends at Black Rifle Coffee Company for helping keeping us supercharged and ensuring that we're able to stay up on these late nights. We're getting a little later night than we usually do, which is good, right? We always talk about doing this, getting out at the squatching hour and hanging out instead of leaving when they come back and, hey, where'd they go? But hey, we're giving it every effort, That's the thing, though. That's the thing about us.
Yep.
We're actually out here doing this.
Totally.
No matter what.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
We're like the U.S. Post Office. Neither rain, nor hail, nor...
Can't do it from home.
You can't do it from the couch. But if you're on the couch, we appreciate you tuning in and watching us.
And before I forget, I want to thank our friends over at Yeti Bars. Don't forget to go to yetibars.net. And those guys out there in New Mexico are doing a great job. Not only do we have our Squatch Talks podcast Yeti Bar, but there's now the body washes available, which can be used also for shampoo. And don't forget to use code STP10 at checkout. and we appreciate your support. So hey, that takes care of business.
I don't know. I watch a lot of other creators, like of course my friend Cameron at Dixie Cryptid's channel, and been listening to some other stories from Nance over at Buckeye Bigfoot. You know, I listen to these things as I fall asleep. I don't know about you guys, but to me it's like, you know, nice white noise.
Yeah.
And so it's funny, I went to Cam's channel today, to the Dixie Cryptid channel, and I checked out an episode we had done a year ago when we were trying to get Matt to come on his episode, right? And it's the funniest thing because Brian, all of a sudden, like, it looks like his head hits the camera, and then he cuts out. And he's done that a couple of times.
Out for the night.
Oh my God! And Cam wasn't on because of the tornado that was coming through. So Naoma didn't have any moderator status, and we couldn't even let him back in. So now it's just her and Nathan and I, and we kept the show going. But it's kind of funny, you know, how all this stuff. And tonight is no exception. It took us a little while getting the gear set up. But you know, Art's got a lot of experience in that regard, so we're using some good stuff. Hopefully, it's going to sound better than it did when I put up the episode with me and Art at the Ghost Forest, because the audio kind of was lacking in that one. So hopefully, this will be better. What do you guys got to be grateful for?
I am grateful for my family, my friends, my health, the fact that I'm an amazing fiance, and you know, the fact that I can wake up every day and do the things I love to do.
There you go. And I know what Art's grateful for.
What? For having you as a friend? No. I'm
No, I
grateful.
wasn't thinking that. He's just grateful to be out here squatching with us another night. That's the key, man.
I'm
And
grateful that right now my cancer is being controlled, being managed, and that I am still able to get out in the woods now.
And you know what?
Honestly, a year ago I didn't think I'd be able to at this point.
That's right.
So,
You were ready to toss in the Squatch hat.
well, I wouldn't go that far, but
Yeah. I know people who.
is that my camera doing that?
I think that might be the camera, because I'm hearing that.
Hold on, I gotta figure out. Keep on going, guys.
Yeah.
Gonna say, I know that the viewers are really happy to see you out here with us, though. That's for sure. I get a lot of nice comments about that, so that's what I'm grateful for. But yeah, man, this is good stuff, you know. And even when we're out here, like last week, you and I were out here, right, freezing our asses off.
Oh, totally.
And we actually didn't set up a little base camp. We didn't do any filming. We just hiked down the trail towards where Jake was bluff charged a year ago, and set up a little camp off trail.
Little remote.
Yeah, just hanging out and sitting quietly. We probably hung out for about an hour, I would say, just listening.
The cold chased us out.
Right? And well, no, but first we just sat quietly, and then we did a couple of little provocations. Nothing too, you know.
We started hearing what sounded like people talking.
Oh yeah.
There was a group that sounded like a group of teenagers or young adults over by the forge area, out
The
near
fjord.
corridor, probably enjoying some adult beverages. So we heard them laughing and chuckling, but then
Yep.
I heard a very clear "yo"
Like samurai.
behind me, like to my literally directly to my 6 o'clock in the cedar swamp. That was directly behind us. So immediately I was like, "Did you hear that?" And of course he's like, "No, I didn't hear nothing."
Mm-mm.
So obviously we tried our best to try to recreate what it could have been. I highly doubt it was the people, because I was able to hear them laughing.
They were to my
and
9
they
o'clock.
were just barely hearing, in hearing range. This was a complete, right behind me, just, yo. Very weird, very strange. Didn't really have an explanation for it. It could have been something else, maybe, but I don't really know what else it could have been. But
So that would have been in that direction, and I did not hear it. I have to admit, I had left my headphones home that night, so my hearing's not as sharp as this young man's, but I'm gonna, and I keep saying I'm gonna review the audio, but I have not yet done so. So we'll see. But hey, the rain has let up, so this is cool. We're just kind of hanging out at a spot where hopefully, now that it's not the weekend, there won't be too much interruptions, from people out here four-wheeling.
Jeeps come tearing through the base camp at like 40 miles an hour.
It's funny though, before you got here though, I was talking with Art, because my Discovery Plus app,
Yep.
I'm streaming now the Expedition Bigfoot series. And Art's already ahead of me because he has it on his TV. But I'm up to episode 3, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. And again, I don't put anybody down. Everybody's, got their own thing. But like, I'm questioning some of the things that I'm seeing, right? We talked a little bit about they're going out with their tactical flashlights instead of using a therm or something to take the guesswork out. They're using flashlights.
That's the last thing to get activity.
It just blows me away. And they got all this high-tech gear at their disposal. And if we had half of that budget, could you imagine how much data and research we would have acquired at this point, So if you're a production company and you're watching, hey, we're ready. We got the talent. We just need the technical, help to get through. And I mean, like I'm watching her with her therm, and it's like, what kind of therm is that? Like a display. It's almost like she's using a cell phone with a FLIR attachment on it.
Honestly, that is what it looks like.
It's what it looks like.
FLIR 1 or whatever you call that happens to your cell phone.
And illuminating her whole face, and like you said, it's just the follow-up portion of it. The lack thereof. They don't follow up with what's going on, and then, I don't know. It's frustrating, though, to watch something like that and to know that, and again, not to piss anybody off. I know there's a lot of fans, and I don't say anything about it, socially, but I'm saying it now. Because I'm questioning, why are they doing this,
Entertainment.
Entertainment, I guess, yeah.
Entertainment. Unfortunately, the practical, safe ways to squatch and go out in the woods are not entertaining on TV.
Yeah.
So they have to do, they got to do calls, they got to do the knocking on trees, they got to make it palatable to a general audience. And
right.
If they don't make it seem like they're out there legitimately, tactically hunting for Bigfoot, people are not going to pay attention. People aren't going to be as inclined to watch people just sitting in the woods and trying to attract some curiosity, even though that's the most effective way to have activity, instead of, hey, let's go out and make a show about us hunting Bigfoot and look cool doing it.
Right.
There's definitely no ratings numbers and just 3-4 people sitting out in the woods talking like this.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing, I really do. And I said it to you also. I was watching after that. I watched Alaskan Monsters, which is like mountain monsters on steroids, I guess. But again, a bunch of guys out with their shotguns, with funny names. Like, and I just don't get it. Like,
let's just say that's the lighter side of squatching.
That is definitely.
Leave it at that.
I was saying, like, they're looking through windows with their headlamps on. They're looking through a therm through glass. We know you can't do that, okay? But the producers don't think that we're smart enough to realize that, But like you said, the average viewer maybe doesn't have that experience, so they're going to think that these guys are actually getting the results that they're getting, with these vocalizations that they insert, which they're not real.
At least, at the very least, everything has been enhanced, has been run through some sort of an audio program to enhance the audio. Nothing is as it's recorded. Nothing is raw.
Yeah. And I'm not that good with my editing skills, so that ain't happening here. Or it's like, how many tracks you got on your audio? I'm like, I don't know, 2? What are tracks?
What I have here had the ability to sweeten the audio because it sounds a little tinny, very, very raw.
Well, and that's where we're at right now. I'm in that decision-making process where I have to decide whether or not to stay with Windows PC or upgrade and do a MacBook, you know. And so I'm getting opinions, and people are telling me to go the Mac route.
Go Mac, you'll never go back.
You never go back.
It's the best for editing software.
Yeah.
You know, it just rings around. And you know, I hate to say this, I have used Adobe Premiere Pro, and but
And that you need a subscription now, right? So.
I'm still running an very old version.
And the other one from Mac is called, starts with an N. Shoot, I forget the name. But that you buy and you own it. You know, so that was another point this gentleman yesterday made to me, that he preferred that option. So he really put some ideas in my head that I think I might go that route. And mentioned Black Friday. You can maybe get a deal on a unit. So, but I'm remiss because I'm not an editing professional. I'm a nutritionist by day, and
A squatcher by night.
And a squatcher by night.
In between for you to edit videos.
which just reminded me I have to put something up for our podcast on Friday night on the Bus Sprouts. I got to get caught up. I'm getting caught up actually. So if you're listening on the audio only, just be aware that it's a few months behind. So when you hear something, it might not seem as timely as the YouTube episodes, but we'll get caught up. It's, there's some limitations there also, but at least I'm getting consistent with that. I know it's been about every 2 weeks with the YouTube episodes, but that's not bad. Nathan was talking about maybe going every couple of weeks before he, decided he wanted to take a hiatus. So yeah, I mean, it gives us an opportunity to go out and actually do some stuff.
Yeah. Well, do you prefer doing this out in the woods, or do you prefer doing it
In studio?
in studio?
Depends on what we're doing. Like, I prefer to do it in studio if I have a guest on who's going to tell their stories. You know what I mean? Because again, that was always the premise.
You see, now that I heard over that.
Oh, I heard that for sure.
Over that way, not
Yeah, to my 10 o'clock, yeah. And that's where I saw the eye shine, too, a moment ago. But,
I was just curious because we had talked about me doing some episodes.
yeah, and I,
Waiting for that to happen.
well, and again, one of the things,
He's out in the woods,
which I enjoy, though. I enjoy that, but with cold weather coming and you not wanting to be cold, and I
handle the cold with the meds.
I don't blame you, yeah. I think we'll go to the studio for future ones, you know what I mean? But while we can, we've been teasing the viewership with taking them out with us in the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we have to do. The last time you and I went out, we shot some video, and I apologize. Eric did not edit the audio, so that is actually me struggling to breathe because I can't, because again, I hate to keep using medication, but also my kidney issues. I have difficulty catching my breath sometimes, and I really can't hike much. We hiked about a quarter of a mile, and that was really me huffing and puffing trying to catch my breath, so I apologize. But we do need to do more of those videos, and we've got our little IR camera that hopefully I can get that up and running sometime soon with an IR illuminator that's infrared, so that we can take you out with us without using a video light, so you actually get a better idea of what it's like for us out here in the woods.
Absolutely. That's the goal, And so, hey, stay tuned. We're going to keep doing this. And like Art said, though, I mean...
Now that I'm helping Eric, we're bringing up our production values slowly. Honestly, I've got video experience with dedicated video cameras. This just recently I've started with using a DSLR for video, and that's not the primary purpose. Obviously, it's for taking stills photographs. So it's a learning curve for me with these cameras. But like tonight, we're having an issue with one of my microphones here, but Eric's mic'd up on a wireless. But as I get more experience with these camera rigs, our production value is going to go up, and I think we'll have some other stuff to show you in the future. As Eric looks around with his thermal. We have, while we've been talking, we have been hearing. I thought maybe it was my camera before, but then heard the same sound behind Eric's camera, so it turned out I guess it was not my camera. It was something moving, I guess, in the woods or something that we're hearing. And there's a mosquito.
You believe that? I know.
It's like 11:30 on November 22nd. It's 40
Actually-
in the 40s temperature Fahrenheit for those of us who are watching in Europe. And we're still getting mosquitoes in New Jersey. The state bird, I might add.
Ah, that's good. But yeah, it's getting better though. I can see the moon now, so
Yeah. Wind is picking up a little bit.
wind has picked up.
I'm hoping we're not going to get any more rain. I said that, and just as I said that, I think I got a little splash on my face. So we may have to cover up the cameras and shut them down again.
But hey, we're doing our best to continue to bring this to you live, and you know, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, folks, because we're out here doing it consistently. You know, we're going to have something.
You two are. Obviously, I'm at best I consider myself semi-retired at this point because I just can't come out that much anymore.
But we keep pulling you back in.
You do.
No, I just checked over there because again, we heard that noise a little while ago.
Yeah.
And it's kind of strange. There's like a round area of pine needles that looks like it could serve as a little bedding area, you know, but it's right off the road, so
I'll check it out.
wouldn't necessarily make sense that something's bedding down
And
there.
unfortunately, we can't move these cameras set up so many tripods. Otherwise, we'd take you over there. But
It's kind of heavy.
yeah.
Got the professional tripod over there. But yeah, man. At least the rain has ended, so that's a good thing. So hopefully, my camera recorded the initial stuff that we were talking about, because there was some good stuff on it. But it's kind of funny though, you know, this is so out of character for us to be sitting here with these light rings and
Yeah, especially when I was just talking before about one of the problems we have with Expedition Bigfoot is they're running through the woods with bright lights.
Yeah, right?
Here we
And I
have
get
bright
it. I
lights.
get it that they're filming, but, and you know, you and I had talked about making rigs, remember, with the POV, the GoPros and the POV, night vision, that kind of stuff. But hey, man, all that takes financing. So we need some
Some more.
benefactors. But this is what it's about, you know. We're just out here, and sometimes we get some action. Sometimes we just get some fresh air.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Which is okay because I really have needed to get out here. I needed the fresh air. As usual, so.
Last time, when Jake joined Heather and I had to wake him up a couple of times. He was pretty tired. But we don't mind the snoring. In fact, you and I, that's if you recall, I actually played some snoring on on that night to see if we can bring something in with that. Because that's been effective in the past. Setting up a dummy tent at
we
base
talked
camp.
That would be
doing that.
interesting to do.
You know, we have. Todd Prescott and I did that in PA. So yeah, we got some ideas. We got some things going on. I've got a potential plan that we've been talking with our friend Eric Mintel about over at EMI. Eric Mintel Investigates, so check out his channel also.
Yep.
He's got a lot of stuff going on, and right now though, I kind of missed that window of opportunity because he's going to get back into performing with his jazz quartet. So throughout the holidays, if you have an opportunity to catch him at one of his gigs, be sure to do that. But Art and I are talking about, hey, why wait till he's there, right? We can get started.
Yeah, at least do a bunch of B-roll.
At least, right? Get some B-roll down, and at least get some
Yeah,
premise to the show.
We could do a good teaser reel.
I think so, right? So we're going to be incorporating these ideas that I've been talking about as far as, what if Bigfoot, like humans, most of you, I think, watching believe that when people die, their spirit lives on, right? That's why we have paranormal experiences with ghosts, right? And people see ghosts and other ethereal objects, orbs and things of that nature, right? What about Bigfoot? Bigfoot's pass on. What if Bigfoot's a ghost? And that could explain why people see a Bigfoot and they all of a sudden disappear.
Good.
Right? Or they seem to cloak.
An interesting theory, yeah.
So I'd like to test that theory. And so that's the goal, is to go out with experienced researchers who have the experience and knowledge and gear to check EMF, K2, that type of stuff. And so we've been talking to other researchers, friends of ours that have some different techniques, right? We talked about getting together with a few guys that we know and utilizing some of their skills as well. So this is just going to evolve. It's an ongoing process, all right? But the main thing is that we're actually out here doing it and hopefully bringing you along and showing you what it's all about. So if you haven't the opportunity to go on one of our expeditions, right, and to actually, like Jake just went on an expedition up in northern New Jersey, right, with our friend Larry, and they had a great time. But again, not everybody gets that opportunity. So this could be the next best thing.
I think my camera just shut down. It's been a half hour.
Well, hopefully mine's still rolling. But what we need, Art, are a couple of willing participants who will stand behind the camera, right?
Right.
And I've got a guy. I got a guy.
Who claims that they're willing, so we're going to have to bring him on.
Yeah.
And you won't believe what his name is.
Jake.
Jacob. Not you. It's actually a college film student. So yeah, I gotta get a hold of him again because we kind of lost touch in the interim. But that's what I think we really need, because honestly, I mean.
Yeah, well, these static setups like this are great, but it depends, because I like being behind the camera.
Right.
I always prefer to be behind the camera, but my thing is I'm not a sound guy.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to get somebody that can record pro audio.
Pro audio, yeah. So if you know anybody, please email us at squatchtalkspodcast @gmail.com, okay? And be sure to check us out on our Facebook group. We have NASBRO, North American Sasquatch Bigfoot Researchers Organization. I want to thank everybody for following us on there as well. Got over 3,000 followers now, so that's pretty cool. A couple more followers on YouTube would be nice, so please share us with your friends and family. If you're at the Thanksgiving table, please talk us up. It's funny, I have people coming into the shop every day, and I had some new people in today, as a matter of fact. And
First time in, and the wife was picking up something, and I went to ask the gentleman that was standing there if he needed help. Oh, I'm with her. And I said, oh, that's great, thank you, and he comes walking around and he sees my display. He's like, what's up with the Bigfoot? So we start talking Bigfoot. I said, well, by day, I'm a health food store owner and nutritionist, and by night, I'm a Bigfoot researcher. He's like, wow. So we get into a conversation, and he's really interested in it.
Very nice, very nice.
So that's kind of cool.
Is recruit the public and try to find those people who are very credible people.
Yeah, and like every day I have people coming in. I had 2 or 3 today that are like, watching this, they're followers, you know what I mean? I at least 3 or 4 people today that actually are into the show and they enjoy watching us do this, you know?
That's cool.
And they come in, hey, have you found them yet? Have you seen Bigfoot? Every
Yeah.
day.
And we'll get into that stuff too in other episodes. I mean, you haven't had a chance to hear my stories yet, so
That's what we need to do the studio shot
that will
for.
be coming up soon.
Yeah, man.
I've had a lot of experiences, a lot of strange things, not just Bigfoot,
Right.
but other cryptids as well.
Awesome. Well, let's hold him to that, okay? So make sure you leave comments in the comment section.
Let's keep after
That's
this.
another thing. Please, questions. We want questions. We will answer questions. Please, just leave some questions for us. We can do a whole show just answering questions. But we need you to write to us. We need you to make comments.
That's right.
Comments asking questions.
And we can do a live Q&A.
That's cool. Yep.
We can take
Yep, for
that.
that.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of things we're going to do. We appreciate everybody sticking and staying around. And we love all you guys. And appreciate everybody who's been with us this long. And the newbies that are coming on board, we welcome you. There's just a lot going on. You know, I was talking with Nathan not that long ago. Talked to Brian also, and you know, they're doing well. And we got some ideas in the spring to go up to New York. Heather and I were just up in New York a couple of weeks ago. Went to Sleepy Hollow and checked out the cemetery. Yeah. Yep. Heard that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Is it okay if I glance with the therm over there? They say it's nice to ask for permission before you lift your therm up, but yeah, I'll tell you what. It's nice to have one of these things to take the guesswork out of it, but even this is not 100%, you know. But this is a lot better than the ones they're using on Expedition Bigfoot. Well, we've been out here a few hours now. I'm not freezing though like we were the other day, so.
Oh, people on camera probably see me shaking a bit over here.
Are you?
The cold is starting to.
It's starting to get a little chilly.
Starting to get into my core.
Oof. Maybe it's time to go on a hike.
Yeah.
Ah.
I sit in the truck because I just can't hike.
No, I know. Well, that's okay. The wind has picked up a little bit too, so that's not going to help. But
Not at all.
you know, this is an interesting area, I have to say. But I don't know if it's as productive as we need it to be. So we may have to move on to other areas. You know, if we're going to continue to do the in the field type stuff. And if anybody has had any encounters in this area, of course, please don't forget to reach out to us either at the BFRO.net or at NASBRO.net. We're happy to do some follow-up investigations with you. And of course, if you don't want to be public, we'll keep it anonymous, okay? Just because you report an encounter to us doesn't mean you have to be on the show. Obviously, that's an option. Because this is what this is about, real stories and real encounters. Told by real researchers, that's right. And we are 3 researchers. Official. I know I don't look like it, but... but hey, I'm having fun. And I hope you are too. So, hey, on that note, maybe we'll cut the lights for a little while and do our thing. And if anything happens, we'll get back to you. So, what do we say? Thanks for squatching.
Well,
That was good. Hey, I think we got something. You know? Better than nothing. Oh, look at me. I'm still attached to my headphones. Blooper material.
How's the angle of the dangle? Hey, I don't care if we got 15 minutes of footage. We'll take it. All right.
I'm not sure, Jacob, if you're going to be in the picture.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't get it.
He's in this one, so that's what matters. We'll be good. All right. We good?
Yeah,
I
I guess
should
so.
turn a little bit this way. How's that?
Say it again.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Yeah, I hear you. But again, I'm not picking up.
That's kind of funny though.
Very, very faint.
I have my headphones on now, so I'm really blasting my ears out.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's get started. Ready? Hey, hey, welcome back to Squatch Talks Podcast. How's everybody doing?
Okay. Oh, that was a question to us? Sorry, we're doing fine.
Actually, I was asking them. Usually that's our.
You looked at us.
I know. Let's start over. Let's be in the blooper reel.
I do have clacking sticks, but they're in it's back in your truck.
So, got the clackers.
I'll take a shit. Yeah, it stopped recording again. Is this not recording? Are you fucking kidding me?
I hope you are.
Are you fucking kidding me? All that?
Eric is going through a bit of a tirade. He's cursing, and I don't think he'll be bleeping this out, so I apologize to all you young people that have to hear that. This is, again, growing pains.
I think it's continuing, so. All right, folks. Here we are again. Welcome back to Squatch Talks Podcast. Hey.
Thanks for squatching. Forget this.
No, what do you say?
Study lines.
Keep on squatching?
That's what I always end with. Keep on squatching.
Hey, why don't we just do this now? Squatch on. Right? I've got a sign as you leave my store. It says Squatch on.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Squatch Talks Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and give us a like. And stay tuned for more exciting stories on Squatch Talks.